Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today we're gonna be messing a little bit with the ZIMA board. So just wanted you to see the flame in the background here. Well, the sun is actually shining, but it's very cold. Let's go do the weather report. So winter garden, and yeah, this white stuff is an indicator that it's pretty cool outside. So not gonna lie, it's not weather for doing anything outside. So let's keep the heat in, which is why the wood stove pellet burner is working overtime there. So that is very nice. This ZIMA board, I have messed a little bit with it since last. Oops. So it's sitting here, and the general idea was to try and have it control this DIY dash. So it's not going too well, must admit. It's connected here to a rate controller there, and it's not seeing it. Plus this is getting rather warm. Yeah, it does have a web. It does show up on the screen over here, and who would have guessed it? One of those Western Digital green drives, the best that money can buy, is not showing up. And I do think it's the top one, so I have disconnected it for now. I'm gonna try and connect it again, maybe see if it then pops. That would be so much better with two hands. There. So where did my screen go? Maybe it needs to everything died. What happened there? Booted. So maybe that top drive isn't too great. Yeah. Okay, so this is what the ICEEHALE Seaman interface looks like. The software that is on there when you purchase this device, and it looks really simple. It doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff here. There's a little bit of stuff, and we can see here that we have approximately one disk, even though I can't really see the disk in here. I don't know where it's gone. No, start. Okay, we see one disk. So yeah, we need to go and change one of those disks out for something else. But I would say that this software is very simple at the moment. It doesn't have many features. It does have a really big app store where you can get a lot of apps for it. Huge amount of apps, but most of it is not actually for the ZIMA board, but it's just regular apps that is available for almost anything. So it does have the Unify network appliance here. Kind of cool. There's a lot of cool stuff, no doubt about it, but most of it is just, you can run that in Docker or one of the other containers that is available, like Protania, like this one is very useful for that. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with different apps. The general one that comes with it is very bare bone, let's call it that, and doesn't have a lot of functionality to start with, so you need a lot of apps to make it more useful. So I want to try and change that defective disk and see if another one would show up. Okay, so I've turned it off, and we're gonna try and remove this top drive and hope that that was the defective one. I tried to disconnect them one at a time, and I think it's the top one. If it's not the top one, well, I'll take that loss. So it's highly unregular for a Western Digital green drive 2 terabytes to stop working. I don't know what has happened here. This is like the opposite of winning the lottery, I'm sure. So we're gonna put something else in it. So here I have a pure, it's kind of a bad excuse for a Western Digital green drive. It's an 18 terabyte Hewlett Packard branded something. So we're gonna pop that in instead. It's quite the downsizing, but there we are. Apparently this hard drive does not like the screws to go in that far, so it's not tight very well in the back here. But we are back up and running, and the screen says ZIMA, and I pop back in the rate controller card. I'm a bit iffy about that rate controller thing. I think we'll probably need to set up the rate controller thing for the hard drive to pass through. I don't think I have a controller, an HBA, that just passes the disk through with the right connections and stuff. So back at the computer here, we now see that we have an 18 terabyte drive right there. Oh, this moves. Didn't know that. And yeah, the storage thing in this is not very sophisticated. So if we manage, we don't see anything. We see the storage that we have our operating system installed upon right there. And then we can do absolutely nothing down here. We can only create more storage. And this one is a bit weird as well. We can combine use, which means that we will make an array, rate. And then there is single use. Let's try that. And in single use, we actually do get a little bit of information. We see that this one claims to be a Fujitsu, and this one claims to be a Western Digital. So the Fujitsu, if we click format, that is 18 terabytes. And the Western Digital, if we choose to want to format that, that is 2 terabytes. So yeah, it does see both of the drives there, but it's very limited. Okay, we do get a little bit of information here. Format unsupported. Oh, we get how many hours this has on it. So it has been running for quite a amount of time. Let's see, the Western Digital, 48,906 hours, 27 degrees, and this one was 26 degrees. So, and that is what I've been saying all along. Western Digital is just that much more hot than some random 18 terabyte drive. Yeah. But yeah, again, this is the interface. Today is February 1st, 2026. Lovely day. Cold. Lovely. We get a little bit about the CPU, that very nice CPU that is in here. We get RAM usage. It's not using a lot of RAM, so that is perfect. I did see that there was an update. I think that was here, and on a general, go. I forget where that was at. Let's find out again. Oh, actually, shut down. Somewhere I came across a want to update. App Store. Somewhere. Lots of apps. Storage, and we just get the same thing. System, RAM, CPU, view. Oh, sophisticated. That's more intense view of what is going on. Sees the CPU up there. So probably you can do more stuff here. Get more info, maybe do more stuff. Beta options. A lot of stuff there. Show battery voltage. Okay, that's I'm in over my head there.
Okay, I seem to be in the unfortunate situation of not having an HBA that will forward the disk to the ZIMA board. But, well, I've tried something else here. I put in one of these PCI Express cards, 3.2 terabytes right there, and
that does actually show up in here. It's right there. It's number 89. I don't know what that number is about, but a bit weird. So yeah, we have that there. 60,000 hours has it run. I do have that weird card that I couldn't get to run when I was doing a video. I'm gonna try that as well.
Okay, I tried to pop in this cache card, storage card, but that doesn't show up at all. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to. I was hoping for it, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay, I rebooted it and suddenly there is an update available over here. I was looking for that update thing because I saw it and I couldn't find it again. And then after I rebooted it, it appeared again. So let's try and see what we can do. It comes and tells us that ZimaOS 1.5.3 is available. So let's go that on. And there's some new stuff. There is a Realtek driver, added support for blah 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 GPUs. Seems like there's the current version is 1.5.0. So let's definitely put this on there. It can only improve because it is really bare bone. There's not a lot here, so you could wish for some more complexity. But let's see. 80%. It has completed. I have rebooted. Well, it rebooted itself, and now it wants to have me log in. And we get again whatever is new with this new thing. Fixed UPS startup failure. Yada yada yada. Tips fixed, optimized, new. Okay. Do we see anything new? Let's manage drives. I do not actually see. Oh, I haven't looked very long, but it sees the 18 terabytes. It sees the 2 terabytes. So, but first, let's go to general. There's something else that I want to show you. Here, this version has now been upgraded to 0.3. But if we click here, there, it brings us to a web page where they're actually selling their operating system in a it's a free version here. The one that we're running is the free one, and then there's a paid one that if we want to run more than 4 hard drives, they want $29, but it's a one-time fee, and yeah, probably wouldn't be that bad. At the moment, I would say that this operating system is not really at a point where I think it's worth $29, but it could get there.
So I tried to put this Intel one in, a 400 gigabyte PCI Express NVMe disk, and it goes very well with the color scheme of the gray metal. And in here it shows up okay. So I would actually be able to format that and use it for something marvelous. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut this video a little short because the operating system of the ZIMA Board 2 does not really recognize many cards. So to recognize anything funny or interesting, I would probably have to install another operating system. And as I've been feeling kind of sick the last few days, I haven't gotten around to it. So you're gonna have to wait for that for another video. Sorry. Yeah, this is just one of those occasions where it doesn't pan out, all of it, where my planning didn't fall into place. But yeah, if you want to get one of those awesome network cards that doesn't run on the operating system of the ZIMA Board 2, well, they're in my shop. Links are in the description. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.